Hey everyone, I haven't done a reading in a while, so today we're going to pick a card. So tune into your intuition, take a deep breath, and look at the cards. We're going to tap into the chakras and see what your body is trying to tell you. Pile 1 is gut instincts, pile 2 is grounding, and pile 3 is divine consciousness. I'll see you in your groups. I'm going to pull couple. Oh, that's a lot. I'm going to take those. So we have Aries, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. That's all 3 air signs. Aries and Virgo. So you could be dealing with one of those signs. Doesn't have to be. And then I'm also roll these dice. You got Temperance for a virtue, so maybe practicing balance. 6 and a 1, so 7. Maybe your life path number 7. And Fire energy, which aligns with this Aries, Leo, Sag. So maybe you're dealing with one of those signs. Okay, group 1, gut instincts. This is the solar plexus chakra. Spirit has told me to do a 9-card spread. The first row will be spiritual, the middle row will be emotional, and the bottom row will be physical. What I'm noticing already, gut instincts, this is Leo energy. It is a 19, which reduces to a 10, which reduces to a 1. This year is 2026. 2 plus 2 plus 6 is 10. So we're in a beginning year. However, comma, but the year of the wood snake is coming to a close. We're in that void period right now before the new year begins, and that's the beginning of February. We're going to be going into the year of the fire horse, which aligns with this energy beautifully. So trusting your intuition, trusting your knowing, that gut feeling that it's like, I don't know how I know, I just know. That's what we need to lean into. Maybe you're feeling heaviness around the solar plexus area. Maybe that's your, I don't want to say weak spot, but as an empath, that's where we allow energy in. So maybe doing a cleanse. You can wear colors, yellow. You can eat food that is yellow color, pineapple, banana, anything like that, squash. And then you can wear crystals or clothes that are yellow if you want to balance that energy. So we're the first 3 cards. Thank you, Spirit. The High Priestess. So you are tapping in. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. So we're tapping into maybe some deception and lies, and maybe it could be lies you're telling yourself, because it looks like this coyote or this wolf is the shadow scarier than all actuality. And so what I feel is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, maybe there's information trying to come through the solar plexus about lies and deceit. And maybe your subconscious mind has picked up on this, but your conscious mind hasn't figured it out yet. And you could be going round and round in your brain over a specific topic or betrayal or something like that. But it's like, what is the information that you're giving to yourself about what happened? Because what what it's calling you to do is to balance. And this is Gemini and Sagittarius energy. The Lovers. It's like coming into balance with yourself, and there may be a choice coming up in the near future. It could be in love. It doesn't have to be. 13, 14, 15, which is a 6. 6 is about harmony. If you add all 3 of these numbers up, and the Lovers is 6, so 66 maybe. And so maybe it's devil energy that you're kind of finding out about, maybe. And maybe it's betrayals, and it's like you burned it down in the past and you walked away from it, but you're having a hard time putting down the thoughts. And not playing victim to what happened, and instead, what did I learn from this? How can I not repeat this pattern moving forward, which will bring balance to my life? And what the emotional body is trying to tell you in the solar plexus area. So there's new information coming in. Page energy is a student. You may be learning something new right now. Yep. And you're going through this death and rebirth cycle. This is Scorpio energy. One more, Spirit. And maybe you're, and that's 22 you could be seeing. Could be trapped in your head. So maybe it is. New information's come in, and it could have come in through dream time. It could have come in just through your intuition, that knowing that I was talking about, and the light bulb went off. And you're trying to find balance, right? And not get carried away by the thoughts. And I feel like it's even messengers maybe coming in, birds I'm seeing. Maybe being out in nature, feeling the wind in your hair. Her hair's blowing. You know, grounding if it's warm enough to take your shoes off outside. And information will come in, because that's what I'm seeing here in the death and rebirth as well. It's like the physical world is closing out, but your third eye is illuminated. Like you see through the veil. There's the veil, and here's to the 5D. You see what you want to create. You see how you want to move forward. Maybe you're learning a new skill, or new gifts are opening up, and you're learning about that. And the challenge is going within, quieting the noise in your head. This is all these swords, it's in your head. So what is the story that you're saying, you know, telling yourself? They did this to me, or I learned this. They were my greatest teacher. And this is also my close your eyes to see card. It's like going within, meditating, finding that grounding. Twos are all about balance. So restoring balance. And what does that look like for you? Yeah, because you have new offers coming in. Knight of Cups. So knights are on a mission. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And this is it doesn't have to be love. It could be. It's very heart-centered. It's a good offer coming in. It could be an apology. It's just going to make your heart happy. So it could be from a family member or a friend, and it may be about a new idea. But this whole thing is telling me, get outside and get grounded. Ace of Pentacles. New information is trying to come through. Yep, King of Pentacles. You go from the Ace of Pentacles. This offer comes in, which sparks a new idea, which you're going to see through to the end, to the manifestation. This is chop wood and carry water, the beginning to the end. Maybe you've been working on this for a long time, because this is slow energy. Maybe there is a project that you've done a lot of investing. Your intuition is telling you this is going to grow. It's going to help teach people. And it's going to be very heart-centered. But the challenge, it's quieting your mind, getting outside, both of these cards, outside and then grounded outside. And this is Scorpio, and this is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So I would say, in order to clear the solar plexus, go outside and take your shoes off, put your feet in the grass. Even if it's for 2 minutes, you will feel better. If it's too cold, do it with your hands. Connect to Mother Nature. Quiet the mind, meditate, because the new ideas are going to continue to come. Final outcome, he's abundant. He's reaping the rewards of his hard work. But he's had to make some tough choices. And maybe, you know, really the tough choice was how to quiet this and get back into your body, because our intuition lies in our body. So if you're feeling joy or, you know, grief, and it's in the solar plexus area, that's where I would focus. And then you can also put your hands over your solar plexus and just send it love. That's Reiki. Just send that area love, or wherever in your body you may feel heavy. Just put your hands there, take a couple deep breaths, and send yourself love, because when you learn how to ground, you'll ground these ideas into manifestation. That's what this is saying. This is very air and water, like very ethereal, or, you know, it's the idea, it's the thoughts, it's the whatever. And it's like learning how to balance that so you can make a choice to go in a different direction, to do what makes your heart happy, not maybe what everybody else is telling you to do. And that's scary. It takes courage. I'm seeing the strength card in my third eye. So I hope something that I said resonated. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Group 2, you got number 6 and grounding. This is the root chakra. Now, before we get started, I'm going to pull a couple of these, see what signs you might be dealing with. I have Aries, Libra, Sagittarius, and Virgo. And then we're going to roll these dice, see what numbers come out, and if a sin or a virtue. And you got Pentacles, so maybe you're focused on your money, which goes with grounding. Sloth, so maybe you're practicing sloth or need to, and take a time out. Maybe you're doing too much and you're not grounding. You're not getting outside. And then you got 6 and 3, which is a 9. 9 is the end of a cycle. Okay. Spirit told me to do a 9-card spread. The first row will be spiritual, the second emotional, and the third will be physical. What your root chakra wants to say to you, what I'm seeing off the jump is that being out in nature, his, what is it? Left hand is up to source, his receiving hand, and it looks like a branch. And then his right leg is grounded in the earth, right? And so to me, that's like hollow bone. When I'm in nature and my feet are planted, I can receive information, intuitive hits, whatever. People want to ascend all the time, but we don't know how to ground. 6 is about harmony, reciprocity, but it's like coming into reciprocity with yourself, it feels like. And then there's a, it looks like a goose flying above. So there could be, that could be a synchronicity maybe, or maybe you're going to see one. And the first card you have out is Page of Wands. So in order to get these downloads, you need to ground. Is literally what that's saying. The page has these sparks of intuition. And the second card out, the Hanged Man. This is Pisces, and this is absolutely the truth. She hung herself there on the tree of wisdom and knowledge to become enlightened and to align. And actually, you might want to go back to group 1 with the solar plexus chakra, her personal power. And it's like, in order to become enlightened, she needed to be outside. She needed to be in nature. And that's when the information will come in. It's like when you're doing something, because you're not paying attention. You're listening to the birds. You're listening to the trees. You're talking to whoever you're with. You're in the moment when you're out in nature. And what that's going to do is bring in King of Coins. And the first group got him as well. So I would say maybe go listen to that. There could be a message in there for you. But he is abundant. He has worked very hard for everything that he has. And it feels like, and maybe around moon cycles is a good time to manifest, but it's like when you're outside, when you're looking at the stars, when you're doing whatever, the information, it's just like, boom, there it is. And you're like, this is a great idea. And it's always when you are in the moment, not expecting it, and then the idea drops in. It's not necessarily when you're meditating. It's after the fact. But then when the hit comes in, there's no question. That's an intuitive hit from source. And the Page of Wands, a lot of times they're really enthusiastic about the goal, but they lose interest. They have a hard time with the chop wood, carry water. The King of Coins does not. So maybe you're transmuting that energy by getting back into your body, getting back into nature, and figuring out a way to manifest the idea into reality with the hard work and the steps that it takes. Let's see, emotionally, what does this collective need to know? Oh, wow. You got him twice, dude. King of Pentacles twice. So yes, this is going to be an abundant new cycle. And look, the wolf, and I have my wolves out. Love that. Synchronicities. So maybe something about the wolf spirit. And that is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And then the Three of Pentacles. So it is about learning how to work together in a group. I feel like collected intention, focused in a similar direction on a creative project, it's learning how to work together and come into community. By being in this King of Coin, you may be investing in a new project or thinking about investing in a new project. And maybe it's something you've never done before, or it's just like, maybe it's a craft that you have done on the side for a long time, and now you want to do it as your career. And maybe you're using others to help you in the pursuit. And it's like, and which is making them happy too, because they can tap into their creativity, their root, their sacral, and their heart space. So it's like leading by example, and that is very much King of Pentacles. All right, and then the last card, wow. Yeah. Ace of Swords. Get outside. Clarity, new ideas, it's coming in, but you need to be outside in nature or having fun with your friends, not focused on the work as much. And it's like when you meditate, it's not the breathing, it's the space in between the breath is where the magic happens. And so we're always told, and King of Pentacles is very work hard, sell more, do more, more. And that is, you know, it has its place. But at the same time, we also need to give our brain a rest in order for new information to be uploaded. And then physically, what does this collective need to focus on? I can't believe we got the King of Pentacles twice. Knight of Cups. He came out in the last reading, I think in the same position. So knights are on a mission. There could be somebody coming in. It could be a new business partner, maybe a family member or a friend to help you align with whatever this creative vision is, new business idea. I don't know. If you're looking for love, very well could be. Two of Cups. Wow. The Two of Cups is a Cancer card. Twos are about balance. So it's like finding emotional balance. And so maybe a new friendship comes in, or a new business partner, or it could even be a new love partner if that's what you're looking for, to help you restore balance. And maybe you're doing something in the medical field. Doesn't have to be. Maybe it's something you started around Leo time. But it's very heart-centered, and it's very, my cup runneth over. And it feels to me like emotional balance within you from taking the time out, from grounding your energy. New information comes in and it feels really good. Doesn't feel forced, it just flows. And then you go to the King. You have three kings here. The King of Pentacles twice, and then the King of Wands. So you start as the Page of Wands with the download and figure out how to transmute it and become a master alchemist. And you're excited about it. It feels good. It inspires other people. It's very creative. He's a wonderful businessman, entrepreneur. I feel like this group might be working on something big. Something, it could even be something that's never been done before that you channeled from your ancestors. So you could have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in spirit, or even a Pisces. I also see Aries, Leo, Sag. But somebody is helping you. It could be spirit guides. It could be your higher self, whatever you believe in. But it's like, get outside, get in your body. And you could even, honestly, I'm seeing a bunch of water here too. So the balance to earth is being near water. So go to the hot springs, go to the beach if it's warm where you live, sit by a lake or a river and just listen to the water. It will help move stuck energy, and it'll help ground you. So I hope something that I said resonated, And I hope you have a wonderful day. Okay, group 3, you got number 49, and this is divine consciousness. 4 plus 9 is 13. 13 reduces to a 4 in numerology, which is the master builder. And this card always, to me, feels like, yes, you're open and expanded to divine consciousness, but it came by going within. It wasn't trying to connect out here first. You had to go inside yourself. So I feel like you've done a lot of healing work, and you are super tapped in. And this also kind of feels like a book to me. It's like infinite knowledge, and it says interconnection, expansion, oneness, and light. So what I'm going to do first, I have a sin and virtue die. I have a die that I made for my game that has the suits, and then I have some numbered die. We're going to see what comes through, and I also am going to pick a couple of these little coins with zodiac signs on them to see what comes through for that as well. Okay, so you got prudence. So maybe you are practicing prudence and balance. Maybe you need to be a little more reserved. You got 4 and 1, so 5. And then 4 and 5 is a 9. So we're coming to the end of a cycle, I would say. And then you got pentacles. And maybe what you're doing is focusing on your money right now. All right, and let's see what signs. Whoops. We have Sag, Aquarius, Capricorn, Leo, and Virgo. So you could be dealing with one of those signs. Doesn't have to be. Spirit told me to do a 9-card spread today. The first row is going to be spiritual, the second emotional, and the third will be physical. This is your crown chakra. Information is coming in. I don't know if you're feeling overwhelmed by it because it's coming in quickly. I don't know if it's coming in at night. You can place your hands over your crown chakra at night and just send that area love. A lot of times I feel static when I'm working on somebody's crown. You can also eat foods that are purple. You can wear purple crystals or purple colors to balance that chakra. But I feel like this group is super tapped in. And as I say that, the first card out is the Hierophant. So this is Taurus. And this is structure. This is, a lot of times it's religion or dogma. In this, I don't feel that at all. It feels spiritually attuned. It feels very balanced. It feels like knowing yourself. And most religions say, know thyself. Then you got the Star. So again, I think you've been doing deep transformational healing work. This is Aquarius, which came through. And this is as above, so below, as within, so without. You have mastered something in your life, something about yourself. And you have, I would say, heavy spiritual protection and guidance all around you. This is 17, so an 8. 13 again. So you got 13, 13 could be a synchronicity, or 44 could be coming through. I feel like, just like the last group, as important, oh wow, as important as it is to ascend, we also need to ground. And that's what these 2 cards are saying, right? And when I get 3 major arcana, that's a major life change. I feel like you are heavily, heavily protected and guided. This is Sagittarius. We also got that. And so finding balance, and how do we do that? In nature, go outside. And this is 14. So that's a 5. So 55 may be significant as well. 55 is the number of change. I feel like you're even doing healing work on the astral realm, like different timelines. Look at all those, her reach. It's like you're healing and clearing generational karma right now. That's pretty powerful. And it's Archangel Michael helping you. So you're divinely protected. And then what's your emotional self is trying to tell you right now. 6 of Cups, this is Scorpio, but this is, to me, it's past life healing. I'm sorry about the noise outside. They're doing, I don't know what, construction next door. So past life healing, you're healing your inner child. You could have a spirit guide or an ancestor that's helping you. Not could, you do. And 6 and 5 is 11. So yesterday was 111, and 2026 reduces to a 1. So it was 1111. That could be significant. Whoop. Didn't flip. And I don't know, you could be healing from this lifetime, but I feel like it's like every time, wow, we heal ourselves, then we heal, you know, the younger version of us, but we also heal the line forward and backwards. So I feel like it could be during dream time. Things are coming through. The next card, another 4. So 444 could be a synchronicity. This is Aries. We are about to, something is about to go into Aries. I think it's in February. I want to say it's Pluto. Do not quote me on that. I know just enough about astrology to be dangerous. But the Emperor. And so the Emperor is Aries. Aries is Mars. So it is, yes, the god of war, but it's like inspired action. The Emperor is all 4 kings. He's mastered all 4 elements. He's not getting off of his throne. Checkmate. He doesn't have to move, right? He has the thought, and he has the structure and the discipline to make it happen in the 3D. This is, wow. You have 5 cards and 4 of them are major arcana. This is a major life shift, right? Because you're standing in your power. I would watch the solar plexus reading, because look at that. She's in this bubble, protecting her energy, meditating. All of these downloads are coming in when she's in this state, when she's outside, when she's grounded. It looks like in the background she is outside. Maybe that's just in her mind. And so maybe if you can't get outside, do a little meditation and visualize yourself in a bubble, protected, sitting in your power. But I feel like the Emperor is no bullshit. Like, he isn't apologizing. He makes a decision and he doesn't second guess it, because he knows who he is. And to me, it's like balancing the masculine and the feminine within you. Everybody has both. And so what does the physically, oh yeah. The Sun, the happiest card in the deck. This is number 19. 19 is a 10. We're in a 10 year. New beginnings. This is Leo. We got Leo when I pulled the Zodiac chips. And so this is childlike wonder and all. It is like being seen, being visible, doing what brings your heart joy, you know, even being vulnerable. The kids out there, no clothes on, right? Being vulnerable. Working with animals. Soaking up some sunlight, especially in the wintertime. Taking that inspired action and doing what feels good to you, and then you create from that space. But part of what I'm seeing here is, and maybe it's a fear of being seen, and that's what your guides are asking you to step into, and trust and believe. I get that. I think it comes from past lives where we were persecuted for our gifts, because you have new information coming in quick, fast, and in a hurry. Knights are on a mission, and the Knight of Swords is fast energy, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. This is communication, information, and it's coming in swiftly. And what is the final outcome for this collective, for the physical, what they need to focus on? And that also feels like air. You know, I live in the mountains. I love sitting, going out, taking a hike, sitting on a rock, feeling the sun on my face and the breeze blowing. And when you do that, more information's coming in. Yep. And you're closing out major cycles. You have good karma coming in here, I think, because you've done all this healing work. Your guides are It's like, get outside and connect. Stop worrying about the past or being seen. When you bring joy to your own life, you're excited, right? And then you go and tell somebody what you're doing, all this, creative energy being pushed in this direction because you're excited, because you love what you do. And it could even be, a side hustle. It could be a creative project, whatever it is, a hobby. But it's like, then you tell your friend all about it. And even if they're not into whatever it is you're into, they're like, oh, wow. Like, it's lighthearted and feels good. And it gives them permission to say, if I could do something, what would that be? I put down knitting or gardening or whatever, painting. Maybe I could pick that up again. And it always reminds me of like This Little Light of Mine, that song, I'm going to let it shine. And when you're able to do that because you are tapped into this infinite source, then, and I'm getting chills on this, so this is true, you allow others to tap into their authenticity and you light that light inside of them. I hope that makes sense. But huzzah! Like, seriously, you've done a lot of healing work and I see you. So if something I said resonated, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I hope you all have a great day.